We're going to do a nice little bait demo today. It's quite an interesting little bait that I used to make many years ago, and it's a bait that I don't use enough these days anymore, and something I actually got to start using again. It's a bait that I built earlier years when I fished in Zululand for cob. I found it works very well for cob, but you'll catch your other species like your sand sharks and brown rays, etc. on it as well. So it's a chokka bait I'm going to build. I'm going to use a black ink on the inside, and then I've also got these little artificial eyes that you buy in strips, which I'm going to add to the chokka just to give it a nice look and a bit of a glare in the water. So to start off with, I'm going to take these eyes and just cut them out so I've got two separate eyes. So I'll take my pair of scissors and just round them off a little bit. And obviously we don't leave the plastic on the beach, we'll throw that away afterwards. Right, so there are little two eyes done. So I'm going to actually build this bait onto a little Berkeley dingle. It's got a bit of flotation on it, and it's quite easy to build a bait around it. It's got that little clip at the top for your hook, and your sink at the bottom if you need distance to cast this bait for. Right, so first thing we need to use is clean the chokka. We're going to use a lot of chokka, so I'm going to peel the chokka up, get it nice and clean, and get that white meat here. Alright, so we're going to take our chokka and we need to open it up, so I just cut that off open from the top to the bottom. Open up the guts and pull the head out. So we pull the head off, and then what's quite important is this little ink sac in the chokka. So I'm just going to break that out of the guts, and I'm going to put this one side. So we'll use that a bit later in the bait, and the guts we won't use in this specific bait. Alright, so let's chokka is quickly take out the spine and take the skin off it, so we're left with white meat. So grab that skin and pull it off. And we're left with a white piece of meat that we're going to use for this specific bait. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is make some feelers. I'm going to cut a nice long slither of chokka off here, starting from a sharp little point, working down. Put that one side, and then I'm going to do exactly the same with another piece. So we're left with these two little pieces of chokka. Right, I need a third piece, just a little short round piece. So I'm just going to cut a little circle out like that out of the chokka and sort of round it a little bit. When you're done, it's going to look something like that. Alright, so those are the three pieces we need for this bait. The rest of the chokka we can put away. Okay, so I'm just going to neaten up the chokka at the end here. So by just shaping a little bit at the end. And I'll do the same with the other one. Give it a bit of shape. Alright, so the two longer pieces I've got here, I want to cut feelers onto them. Those feelers sort of create movement, they vibrate a little bit in the water, it looks good and attracts fish. I'm going to take my knife and cut two feelers into these long pieces. Alright, so just down the middle, not all the way down. Sort of 3/4 down, and now I measured. I use the length of my dingle. This is the part that I'm going to wrap around the dingle, so the feelers sort of end there. And I'll do the same with the other one. And literally like mark it. So we've got those little feelers there. Right, so now we can start making the bait. So we've got our chokka hammer, and we're going to tenderize all three of these pieces, smash them with a chokka hammer till they're nice and soft and a lot of pieces of chokka is given off. So you obviously don't hit your feelers, just the end that's going to get wrapped around the hook. Right, and this little last piece, the round piece we cut, give it a good smack. Alright, so this little round piece we cut, we're going to heat it quite a lot so it's nice and soft. And what you want to do now is this section here with the ink in it, we're going to put it on top of this and smash that ink right into the chokka. We pick it up, put it on there, and we heat that into that piece of chokka. So it's going to turn that whole piece of chokka black. And that's where the name comes from. It's a Ninja chokka bait. So we've embedded that black ink into a piece of chokka. And that black sort of glitters in the water, gives it a lot of flavor and smell as well. Alright, so now to start the bait itself, I'm just going to hook my hook into the dingle, so I've got something to hold on while I'm building the bait. So we've got our dingle attached to the hook, and we can start building our bait. So now we're going to grab this piece of chokka with a black ink on it, and we're going to tie that on to our dingle. So I just hook it through the hook as well, so it doesn't fall off that easily. And it's a bit of a messy story. Wrap that around our dingle like that, and then we're going to cotton that on with our cotton. So some cotton at the top, then doesn't have to be a ton of cotton, that's just to hold that inside chokka together. And at the bottom you can put a lot of cotton so it doesn't fall off. So that's our black chokka tied onto the dingle itself, and that'll be the inside of the bait. So the next step is to take the white chokka with a feeler and put this over this black chokka. So I pick up the first section and put it on the side of this bait. I'm going to try and keep it clean. I don't want the black on that, I want the black on the inside of my bait. So we wrap it over the one end, we take our cotton and we cotton that on. Now we turn the bait around and we do the same with the other piece of chokka. Shape it nicely, and then we cotton everything on nice and firmly. Right, so upside down, our bait looks like this at the moment, and we've obviously got our eyes we want to put on. So what I do is I take one of our eyes we cut out, place it on the bait and cotton that on. Turn the bait around, do the same on the other side. Right, so now just finish off the bait a little bit more cotton, come down to the bottom here, and a few half inches over this little hook where you're going to clip your sinker on, and that's it, done. Alright guys, so there's our bait done. I call it a Chokka Ninja bait. It's got that nice black sort of shine on the inside. In the water it's going to be dark on the inside. It's going to have a bit of a glitter from the Chokka ink. And we've got our eyes on it there that glows underwater, and our feelers. So this bait, you can build it either way around. You can have the hook on either side depending on how you want to do it. If you want to make a very long cast, you'd want the hook on this side when it flies through the air. If you're just going to cast a mid shot and don't have to throw that far, it's fine like this. So you can cast it like that, the feelers won't damage the bait. And in the water, you'll have nice movement, your feelers, and a nice looking bait that'll produce a good fish.